And I believe that we are live. We are live. Let me check and see. It's not showing up yet. Let's see. Hopefully, I believe we are, and I'm recording it too. So let me go back and see if we're live. And I can't see if any of you are posting anything until I get on there. Okay, so we want to go to, there we are. Refresh my page. And my dog is snoring again. And there we are. Okay, we're here. And I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to go over here. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so where is my, there we are. Okay. Huh. Your screen sharing is paused. That's why. Okay, I'm going to stop share. Hi, I'm Coach Donna Ward, and I'm going to be sharing with you about creating and engaging and converting on your Facebook page. So let me share my screen again. For some reason it was paused, and we can get my, yeah, we can get it going. Okay, so, it seems to have disappeared. Okay, oh, there it is, no, huh. Well, now that's odd. Show all windows, no, Let's see what we got here. It was showing up before. Oh, here we are. Finally, it's never done that before. Always something new. Okay, so we're at the very beginning here, and I'm going to start the show. I'm so glad you're here. And let's see. Nobody's watching me now. So I hope some people show up. I can answer your questions. But this will always be up for you. Okay, so I'm going to start the show. And here we go. I believe we're going to start it. There we are. I'm going to move me out of the way. Let me see. There I am. Okay. So how do you grow your Facebook attraction? By organically building your strong Facebook presence. And I wanted to share just 3 steps that you can play with and we can play with today that I'm sure you've done before, and maybe you know more about it than I do. Okay. And that's content that you'll create. I'm going to show you why and go into that a little bit why. And also, let me get this out of here. Also, I don't know where I'm going to put myself here. You're going to engage. We're going to talk about engaging and how to do that and building relationships that lead into conversion and convert. This is what we're always focusing on. And you know I'm going to be reading this, but I'll go off script. So be patient with me. There we are. Okay, so what are you creating? You use a weekly or monthly theme, helping you focus on what will interest your niche. Okay, maybe you're having an event. This is what was so cool. I've been teaching my own coaching group about building a theme and bundling their content. And if you're interested in learning that, maybe I can do a challenge on it, because they want me to do that, my coaching group. But however, as I was doing that, it's like, I sort of do a theme, but then I was like, this is so cool. I started doing a theme before on posting. I pick up before I did my events in our group, and I pick a blog post, especially an old one sometimes, or just something that was current. And some of them were old, and I'd revamp them, get them all up to speed, because the older ones are like at 500 words, and now it's more like 1,000 words. Now, this can change tomorrow, but that's what it is right now. So I would increase the blog post, and I'd do a video for it, and then I'd repurpose different parts of it in my Facebook group here, and also on my page, and in my emails. And I have a large email list who I love. And what we're going to be talking about when you convert is building that email list most of the time. It might be immediately getting them into a paid group. It could be just getting them into a free group, converting. And it could just be a conversation with them in live, real time. So we're going to get into all that, but converting for me is all of those things. And I focus on my email list, not as much as I need to, and I'm getting into that better because they actually already have given me their first contact, their emails. That's their trust that I'm going to give them information they want to see more of. So I need to build on that. So that's why I have the creating engagement and converting. And sometimes they convert into clients. Okay, so what is a theme? We're going to get into that. And I love it now because it's saving me so much time. I don't have to think so much. Maybe you're having an event yourself, as an example. So you'll want to post content that has to do with that event. You can repurpose content, as I was talking about a little bit, that works as part of your theme for your event. A lot of the content that you see in my group, our group, and also my business page, and even on my profile page is repurposed. I do create maybe 2 or 3 new pieces of content a week, plus I reimagine my post on my blog, double check them, change pictures, change videos. It is really fun because you're being creative. So then I work all of that into a theme. And in this case, I'll post content that has to do with the event. And as I said, I'll repurpose that content that I already have so I don't have to work as hard. And it's a lot faster. So my goal is to help my audience want more information on the topic that will give them solutions and desire, the solutions they desire and need, which is what all of you want, I'm sure. So there's my Coney dog. I'm so in love with that little guy. He's so cute. And of course I have my little Rizzo. But my little Rizzo's a little, he just sleeps, and sometimes he looks really cute. I've shared those pictures. But this is where I was talking about the theme. Okay. You want to normally post content that is a fun post and will build a relationship with your audience. That's what this post is all about. And I could post an image, as I did, of my Coney dog. And I got a lot of comments on that because he is cute. And I could post on I could make it a conversation starter. What does your dog or your cat do when you're working? And have them share a picture. You can do that. You can take that and use it right now. So the fun, and he's grumbling over there. And so you add a bit of story, and then with my work for that week, it could be a story about this is what Coney does, as I said. You can hear him snoring in the background in a lot of my videos that I use here when I'm interviewing somebody, or just videos that I do, or if you're even talking to me on the phone. So this is part of my work story, my business story, what I do and what I have at home. Okay, so, and have you noticed when you meet somebody, I love this, they'll open up and enjoy talking with you. If they have a pet, you can open up that conversation, and then I'll share my pet picture, and I'll share maybe a couple more. I could hold them all day. I can talk all day, but I try not to. I try to let them talk more, because even in just somebody you're in line with at the store, it's really all about them. And it is. That's what they want too. They really don't want to hear a lot about you, but they do enjoy seeing pet pictures, don't they? Or a lot of times I'll show them pictures of when I went mountain biking in Big Bear. Big Bear Lake is about 45 minutes from me, and it's beautiful. Or when we went backpacking or hiking, if I find out that they're hikers. So that way we have something in common automatically, and it starts building a relationship. And then I can find out too what they do if they're in business for themselves. And let's see if anybody's got any questions for me. I don't think so yet, huh? Let's see what we got here. Nope, nothing yet that I see. I heard my phone buzz, but that was not. Oh, there we are. Okay, nothing yet. So we're okay though. And you can watch this. You're spoiled now to the replays. I like watching certain ones live, and other ones I just don't have the time to watch live. So have you well, I'm going to go ahead with the next one. I was going to talk more about Coney. I could talk all day about my dogs. And so then also you want to post that draws on emotion. This kind of draws on emotion too. But for you and your niche, what would that be? And think about it. Maybe it's a new family member, a baby, a celebration, a client story. Maybe some new flowers or some new recipe that you got was so good, and that pulls them in. You could have a chatty, friendly post, a conversation started, as I gave a little bit earlier, a post where you are giving something appealing to your audience, helping them want more, like sharing your offers with them, what you're selling, or a giveaway or an event. These, number 4, the posts that you're giving something away or you're selling something, you need to remember to sell every day. Each one of your posts needs to also tie into a theme. So when you're going to sell or give away something, think it out and tie it into a theme. And then sometimes you have to make up a new gift to give away, a new giveaway or a new offer to sell. I have so many gifts, as I shared with Sherry Bowers, and her wonderful gift is helping me organize it. But I just have to look and see, because they're all based on what I do. So I can move them around, I can update them, and this helps. These different posts, so what I was going to say, it helps every personality in your niche. Some of your posts are going to have videos, because some people like watching videos. Now, when I look at the news on my phone, I really don't like watching videos, because I like watching videos and just relaxing and sitting back. Even if it's a 5-minute video, I like to just watch it quickly on my computer. So for me, a post is better to look at, because I won't look at a video on my Facebook on my phone unless I'm driving. I'm not driving, but my husband's driving and I'll look at it. Then I might. But so just kind of think of what every personality type is. Some like the fun posts. Some think, I'm not here to visit. I just want to see what you got. So you want to post these on your Facebook page, in your group. These are this is a guideline for your group too. And you can do something similar in your profile, but not be so obviously about your business all the time. It's going to be about them and everywhere you go. Okay. So let me pull myself out of the way. I'm going to get this right next time. Okay, I'm down there now. So I tell my clients they need to be selling every day. But what do I mean about selling every day? It sounds like a lot of selling going on, right? I kind of went through it already. Here's what I'm talking about. Selling includes your call to action pieces. And I went through that a little bit. I wanted to make it more clear for you. Free or paid offers, bringing more people into your email list. As I said, those are your business contacts. That's like when I went networking. Boy, I came home and right away I put them into a list at that time. Yeah, well, I used my computer systems that, not Publisher, but it's one that's kind of not used so much anymore. But I had it so organized, and I have it, and you can do this too on an Excel sheet, and just put when you need to call them next, whatever, but the same with your emails. You need to keep going on that. I need to put more than one out a week. And my goal there too is to follow the same 4 steps that I just put out, and sharing 3 or 4 emails a week is now my goal. Okay, and every time you'll be selling. I noticed some, I'm going to be asking her if she'll talk here pretty soon, but one of the people that was one of my first coaches, Connie Reagan Green, I've had a lot of coaches and I love it. I've learned a lot from each one of them. And I was one of her top 3 people, Yvonne Jones, and Celeste is not Dunlap. I think she's doing something else now, but she took us under her wing and helped us a lot. I'm going to ask her to come and speak to us and see if she will. But the thing I wanted to share with you about her emails is that she always tells a story about why she's giving you this link to check on, to click on. And so I'm going to ask her to come. And it'll be in the next, I don't know when she'll be available, but I've already got the next 2 weeks booked up with people. It's fun. So exciting. You're going to love it. The one after next week is on videos. Next week, we haven't quite decided. I'm going to let you all decide. But Samantha is going to be talking with us, and I heard her speak in another group. And I'm not sure what she's going to be talking, because I'm going to put, I thought I put up the checklist for you to the poll, but I didn't see it up, so I'll do it again. And you can choose what you'd love her to talk about. That's next week. But right now, back to this week. Let's see, where was I? Okay, so a lot of selling sounds like it's going on, but what I'm talking about, I've already shared with you, are your call to actions. I know a lot of you don't have those yet, and a lot of you may have them. So I'd love for you to share your call to actions down below and show us what you've got. Okay, and maybe it's something that will click in with what I want or with what somebody else wants, because we all want a few different things. I'm also into health, huge, big time, because that's who I am. That's who I've always been. I've shared with you, I started out Mormon as a kid, and I went until I was married about 19. I became Catholic, and I love being Catholic. And then I was Presbyterian church. I was a deacon moderator. So I've had all sorts. But my point is, share what you have to offer. Okay, so if it's, for me, spiritualities, that was my point, is heavy on my list too, along with, so just because I'm a social media coach doesn't mean I'm not interested in those other things. So always remember that about your clients. Okay, so your blog posts being shared, when they share your blog posts, is you selling them on reading more of your posts, and sharing it means they love what you're sharing, so share more of it. And that's you selling your information with your content, really selling your content, your information. You're just sharing it for free. And a lot of times I'll put my blog posts, as I said, on different areas. I'll put a link and I'll put a picture about what it's about and give a little few paragraphs of it, or the video. And that's me selling people to come over to my blog post and to give me more traffic to my blog post and to get more comments on my blog post. And Google likes that, and I like it, because Google has those algorithms very similar to Facebook's. Okay, so when you offer free training events, paid or even if they're paid ones, this is you selling yourself, and it's all about relationship building. One of the ways you're selling too is giving interviews of people that your niche would love to hear and will show up for, because you're selling that what you do and who you know and how they can help, how you can help them. So they want more. They're going to stay in touch with you. All of this for me is based on a theme. It's not willy-nilly posting. It used to be a few years ago, but I've been trying to learn, and I picked this up on my own just by studying what everybody's doing. I'm continually and gently pulling people with my invitations to come to my events and to join our group, and then hopefully then to join my email list, because both of those places I'm building relationships. So I'd love to hear your posting plans and how you post. Okay, that's fun. Okay, now, then there is your engagement and understanding. I'm going to put this up here. I'm sorry I keep moving around. Next time I'll have this figured out better. Okay, being intentional with your content now. Remember to share the story behind the reasons why you're sharing that piece of content. Maybe showing up how you can help them with more return on their, well, ROI, more return on their investment and what they do for their work, their time, more return on putting time into it. Because in this case, you are getting more return on the time that you're putting into your content and the way you're sharing it. That's what I'm trying to offer you. And hopefully you're going to take advantage of that and understand what I'm saying. So this is helping your niche react to your story. And this is where Kathy Goodwin's training workshop comes in. She was excellent. They've all been so good. I'm just amazed. I always learn a little bit myself, sometimes a lot of it. So be sure to review her video to help you understand your clients better and helping them understand you with the selling machine. Okay, turn your story into a selling machine. Got to listen to that over and over. She's excellent. Writing to and for your ideal person as a friend, and share how you can relate to their struggles and how and why you can understand their problems, showing how you can help and support them. So that's what networking is all about, isn't it? And also that's what being a neighbor is all about, building a relationship. When my neighbor across the street, I love her. Of course, I love a lot, everybody. But my neighbor across the street was wonderful. She bought her home. She's lived there for a few years. She bought it. And I was like, oh my gosh. So we celebrated. Now it's COVID, so I couldn't go over there and talk to her. But I did bring a little gift basket. Well, welcome to the neighborhood, and sent her videos and all sorts of fun. We had fun. It was our own little party. So her and I have built a relationship because we are neighbors, and that's what you need to do. And that's sort of the way I would say that you need to act with your own clients. Celebrate with them. Even if they're not your clients, they're people that you know on Facebook. Celebrate with them because it's fun for you, it's fun for them, and it also expands what they think about you in a lot of good ways. And it took me a while because I'm a loner. You would never think so. But I am a loner. I like working all day. I like just focusing on my work. However, I also have found that I love the attention that people give me when I make them happy. It feels good. I'm thinking we're all like that. Okay, so write to them in your content, your emails, and your messages as if they're a friend, and share how you can relate to their struggles, how you understand them, showing that you can support them. And when you see when they see your content, you'll want them to want more and they'll start to expect certain posts from you. Okay, so I'm not going to go into how to do this. I think I have a video in our group, and I'll look for that. I didn't have time. I'm so sorry. The reason I didn't have time is because I didn't think of it until this morning. I was going to add this to the video, the whole class, and I thought this is going to make it way too long. So I just thought of that last night because I was just going to push it in there and give you a quick idea of how to do this. But you can see, some of you know where the stats are in your Facebook page, and I'll do a video for that because you think, no, I don't know. But what I'm sharing here is you can see that on certain days I had a reach of sometimes these 3,800 people were available at a certain time of the day. So my reach at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday, and I don't have the date showing, I had a reach of 1,959 people. That means that those people saw my information that I posted at 9 a.m. is a good time for me to post. They would see all my information at that time. Whether they interacted with it or not is my job to do it so that it attracts them. And that's what we're going over a little bit today. Now, if you push this, I can't do it here, but if I push the little mark where it says 1959, this is a good year, over to the left and go down, it says more, basically at 6 a.m. there were less people online in my niche. And you go to the right more, they're online pretty much kind of the same at 1900 until around, I think it's 7 p.m. Those are my ideal posting times. So I know I kind of switch it around different times because different people are going to be online at that time. Okay, so the power of algorithms, that's what this is, an algorithm that Facebook is sharing with you. You need to keep track of what your niche reacts to and what time of the day they're noticing your post. Let me get a drink of my milkshake. I'm sorry. Okay, so you can grow your engagement then based on the times that you post, and that brings in more reactions, and you keep track on that, and you know what time it is. You can put it in your in a little, I would put it on a sticky note and leave it on the top of your computer so you remember. I have a really good memory, so I know kind of the posting times for me are 9 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. Now, I post 2 times a day, basically. Sometimes I post 3 times a day, okay? So, and I mix up the time. Sometimes I post at 2, and sometimes I post at 3 because they're really close. And sometimes I'll post at 10. Sometimes I'll post at 7. So you kind of mix it up so you'll hit different people. All right. This means that you have to check your posts and messages throughout the day, every day, and interact with the people that had reactions to you, making sure that you're paying attention to them, because those are the people engaging with you. Engaging is a click on the like button. And whenever one of you comes, I try to see them all. Whenever one of you comes and likes a post or makes a comment, but likes a post on my Facebook page, business page, then I say, hey, Lori, and or hey, Celeste, whoever it is. All sorts of people will come, people you don't know, and people that you do know, come over and like it. And then I'll say, hey, how are you? And sometimes they'll post back and say something, haven't seen you in a long time, or how are you, or have a good day. Now that's me creating more engagement on that one post. And it may seem like, well, that's kind of silly stuff. It's not. There's 2 reasons. I'm creating engagement, also building a bit more of a relationship with that person. And Facebook sees it and loves it and gives me more reach, and make sure that those people see my posts again. Okay, so don't ignore when people I used to do this, like, oh, look, they liked it. And it's like, okay, what do I do? Nothing. Well, that's been a long time ago. Now I call out their name and thank them for their like. And I love that because then it makes them happy. Okay, so you always want those reactions. And if they share and make a comment, it's even better on the algorithms. Okay, and you're building those relationships. So this is part of what helps the algorithms note that others are liking what you post, and that means they're going to share what you post more often to those same people that liked you and people like them that like that sort of stuff other places. And it's all organic, which means the number of people who saw any of your content was organic. You didn't pay for it, and it was because of your algorithms. Okay, so converting organically is building that trust with your content. Sorry, I was seeing if anybody had posted anything, which then invites your content. When you build that content, you're building trust because people see it over and over. You're kind of doing the same thing, but you're giving valuable information within all of that. Showing up consistently is part of building the trust too, and you're inviting engagement as you do that. So you've created, and you'll always have the goal of engaging. But what about converting? What is converting? I went over that a little bit, but it's about converting. Well, I went over it quite a bit already. So if you have a question on it, it might be covered again here. Even though I reread it twice before, I don't remember what I wrote. I have a good memory on some things, but this is where you start to convert now with the idea of what's in it for you. What are you going to get out of what you're sharing with them? Okay, is it that you're sharing to solve their problems, and you're giving them solutions? Maybe you're sharing your blog post so that you get that web traffic. You're getting something out of it, and because you know what they want, you already know what they want. So now you've fixed it up so that you're giving them what they want, and you're also getting what you want. It's a win-win. And I know that you might feel awkward when you present your content and services for a price, right? I used to. And it went away the more often I've done it. And this is where you can also, on the conversion part, take a look at Sherry Bowers and Brittany Gregory's training workshops and review to help you understand your client and what they want and how to give it to them. And I'm so grateful for all these interviews. They're great, great people that have done this. Thank you. Okay, and I'll move this. Rhonda was wonderful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've got this. Yep, put it right there. Okay, so it all comes down to your planning about your theme content, which means your images, videos, and for your paid offers that will fit your theme, whether it's promoting your event or your offer or your blog post. Remembering to always include a call to action. Whoa, he scared me. He sneezed, Coney. So your call to action doesn't have to be an opt-in offer. I'm hoping you can hear me. Oh dear, I might have to do this all over. But because the sound was off, I'm not sure if you heard me. I might have to do this all over. I'm sorry. Okay, you've aligned your content to fit in with your theme for the week or the month, and you know the best times of days to post, and you understand what's in it for your client, and it all adds up to growing those relationships of trust when you understand the distinctions that attract your ideal client and what your niche needs and wants from you. Knowing what your ideal client wants is what distinguishes you. Consistency equals building engagement and growing your customer base for sales. Remember, we did have Rhonda Lowe in controlling your content, and she shared how to do that. And Lakeisha shared about how to plan your ideas and on a mini Trello planning. And when you know what you're doing and you do it, it takes away the stress. Okay, if you want to create and publish great content that drives an impact, it's a crowded place for your for all of your information out there. You have to be the lighthouse that leads your audience through all the noise. Now, I'd love to offer you my own giveaway at no cost. And you can find it right here at coachingbusinessentrepreneur.com/Facebook-daily-checklist. Thank you so much for taking the time to get to know me and allowing me to share. And see you next week, and see you in a few minutes. Bye. Okay, we're done. Get that out. There it is. Bye-bye.